What is the greatest calamity in a devotee's life, and what's the greatest catastrophe in a devotee's life? Many people come with us to solve their problems. I have this problem, I have that problem, I'm so unhappy, and I'm so stressed, so anxious. But actually, all these problems in material life and all these anxieties and stress, they are actually nothing if you really think about it. If you really think from a higher platform, these are all insignificant, because srimad-bhagavatam, it tells us that the greatest problem and the greatest calamity in devotee's life is to forget Krishna, is to forget God. That's what a devotee cannot tolerate. In fact, in 3rd canto, 15th chapter, 48 and 49th verse, Sukadeva Goswami also says that a devotee is even ready to go to hell. A devotee is even ready to accept any amounts of miseries. Na atyantikam, the verse says, oh my Lord, I'm ready to accept any amount of miseries. I can tolerate any amount of miseries. I can tolerate the miseries, even the miseries of hell. But I cannot tolerate one misery, and that is to forget you. And that is why devotee prays. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he prayed, Mama janmane janmaneshware bhaftad bhakti rahitu kitvai. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu prayed, oh my Lord, let me be born again and again. I am ready to take the miseries of birth and death. That's nothing in front of the misery of forgetting you. And that's why all devotees, it's unanimously, every devotee is praying in Bhagavatam and any other devotional scripture, oh my Lord, please bless me so that I can always remember you. In 3rd canto, 15th chapter, 49th verse, a devotee is praying to Lord, oh my Lord, I don't want liberation, I don't want heavenly planets. Well, then God says, okay, what do you want? And he says, I just simply want to remember you. And then God says, well, okay, that's fine. Then the devotee says, oh my Lord, you can put me in hell. That's okay. I am also ready to suffer all my karmic reactions. You don't need to neutralize all my sins and pious activities. And then Krishna says, so you don't want to get released from sinful activities and your karmic reactions? Devotee says, no. If 3 conditions are fulfilled, then I am ready to undergo anything. I will gladly accept anything. Chitraketu, he was a very big devotee. He was a Gandharva, and he was singing the glories of the Lord, and he was cursed by Parvati. And he gladly accepted the curse. And he said, well, that's okay, I'll gladly accept the curse. Unless I'm able to always sing the glories of the Lord, I don't mind this. And that is the devotee. So the devotee in this verse 3:15-49, devotee is saying, oh my Lord, okay, I'm ready to go to hell, I'm ready to suffer sinful reactions if 3 conditions are fulfilled. God says yes. Chet, it is said, the verse says cheto. It says if, chet means if my mind is always fixed on your lotus feet, I'm ready to accept anything. I'll not revolt, I'll not resist, I'll gladly accept all the miseries of entire world as your blessings, no problem. But these are 3 conditions. If my mind is always fixed on your lotus feet, padang ghri sevam. Second, if my words are always singing your glories. And third, if my ears, karna randhrai, if my ears are always full of gunaganam, always full of your qualities and your beautiful transcendental songs. If these 3 conditions are fulfilled, that's fine. In fact, Chitraketu, he was doing that. Chitraketu, he was a king in previous life, and when God appeared, he asked him, my Lord, I just want one benediction, I want to become Gandharva. He didn't ask for liberation, by the way. People ask for liberation, but he said no. And God said, why? Then he said, because as Gandharva, I will be singing your glories in the entire universe, and that's what I want. Birth after birth. Gopis are singing in 10th canto. Gopis are saying, Tava kathamritam tapta jivanam kavi bidiritam kalmashapaham Shravana mangalam srimadatam te bhuvi grinanti te bhurita jana. Gopis are saying, those people are great who are always singing your glories in the entire universe. We want to become like them. In humbleness they are saying this. That's their target. That's their ideal, these kind of devotees who are fearlessly traveling all around the world without any anxiety, without any attachments, with pure heart and always singing the glories. That's all. This is all. This is called as devotion. This is called as ultimate love for Krishna. In fact, not just in our Gaudiya Vaishnavism, in all theistic religions, this is number one prayer. Oh my Lord, let me always remember you. Let my words always sing your glories. Let my ear always always listen to your beautiful qualities and beautiful pastimes. That's what I want. Ambarish Maharaj, he prayed, let my hand always serve you. Let my legs always go to your temples. And 𝗙liche𝗶𝗹𝗶 Thakur, he prays even further. He says, well, I want millions of bodies with millions of ears and millions of tongues, so that, because I am not satisfied singing your glories by one mouth and satisfied by hearing your glories by 2 ears. I want millions of ears, millions of tongues, millions of eyes to see you. And that's what a devotee desires. This is the sole desire and the only desire of a devotee. This is called pure devotion. Any other desire except this is not pure devotion, debarred from pure devotion. And this is what Srimad Bhagavatam is teaching us, and this is what we are aspiring for. This is what we want to become. Tukaram, so I was just there and I was reading about Tukaram. Tukaram, he was a great saint from Maharashtra, and he was 24 hours, he was completely immersed in singing the glories of the Lord, oblivious to the problems of this material world. That's a devotee. We want to dive deep in the ocean of name, form, pastimes of God. And that ocean is so sweet and so nectarian and so intoxicating that you will forget everything about this material world. You will forget everything about this material world. You will rise above all the dualities of this material world, all your problems and stress and anxieties. It will all become very insignificant. So that's what scriptures are actually promising us. It's a simple method, but you have to apply. The point is, so I was discussing with a devotee, and I was saying, well, we are getting some input. We are hearing lectures. That's input. We are speaking about God. We are chanting, doing kirtans. That's output. But what is lacking is some processing in our mind. That's what is lacking. We chant the glories of the holy names, we chant the holy names, we hear about God, but we don't process. By processing, I mean mananam. There's a second step, shravanam, mananam. We have to train our mind to always think about Krishna, always remember Krishna, never to forget Him. Yes, chanting the holy names will help you to remember Krishna if and only if you want to remember Krishna by chanting the holy names. But if you are simply chanting the holy names as a process, just as a ritual, then that's not going to happen. But the target of Shravanam and Kirtanam is Smaranam. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, Kirtana Prabhave, Smarana Hove, Se Kale Nirjana Bhajana Sambhav. And that remembrance we want. We don't want to forget God. We want to keep God in our hearts by remembering Him. And if we can keep Him in our heart, then He will keep us in His heart. And that's the perfection of human life. Hare Krishna. 𝗙liche𝗶𝗹𝗶 Ki Jai.